Hi Aries, welcome back to your January 2022 monthly reading. I'm Ashley Rose and this is your monthly reading for January 2022. This reading applies to all signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus in Aries. So I'm so happy to have you here. Happy New Year. 22 is the master number of the builder. So anything that we are putting our energy in to create, to build, to expand, to enlighten will have a good foundation to build and grow into something really fruitful and very abundant in our life. So we'll keep that little nugget in the back of our mind as we go throughout this year, but even importantly, like this month, because this month is going to be kind of like us walking into this new chapter of life, unsure. That's kind of how I feel, the energy feels. We're unsure, but things are becoming more clear for us. It's like we're waking up out of a very deep sleep, and we are like waking up to all these things and all these abilities and all these talents that we had, but we really were aware of how much we had them. Does that make sense? Also, this reading applies to all Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We will be pulling 7 cards for the overview of the month, an oracle card, 3 cards for your love life, 3 cards to clarify, and we will end the reading with an affirmation. You know, they're my favorite. Oh yeah, Aries. So we start this month off, January 2nd, we have a new moon in Capricorn. And this new moon is all about bringing us the new ideas that we need to implement to start our new beginning, to go into this chapter. It's like almost this vision of the future where we see where we could be this year, and we're not starting because this happened in December, but we are really like getting the locomotive moving, and we're like, okay, I see what I need to do. I see the work that I need to put in, and I'm going to honor that and do it. And then January 13th, Mercury retrograde comes around, and that's scary because communication can be, a little there's miscommunication, a little misstrued. That's not the word I'm looking for. But there can be miscommunication, technology doesn't work, errands and schedules are running behind. It's a time for us, if we really look at it, it's a time for us to take that information that was communicated to us from this new moon in Capricorn. I'm sorry. Oh, I have a tickle. I'll look for this. 2 minutes. Okay, all this information we get from this new moon in Capricorn, where new moons are a time to set intentions, reflect, go in. It's when the moon is dark and it's this beginning of a new lunar cycle. And I love that happens at the beginning of this year, literally on the 2nd. And 2 is the number for balance and relationships. And this year, I believe, is going to be very much about balance, harmony, and our relationships. So pay attention to that. But the Mercury retrograde comes and it's this beautiful time to honestly go within and reflect, to, as everything comes back and feels like it's slowing down, to observe what's going on around you, observe the behaviors, observe the patterns, and observe the ways of speaking and talking and how you are applying your energy, because when Mercury goes direct and we move forward, the communication is going to fly. The things that we're working towards, the stuff that we're building and integrating into our life, we are going to be ready to be putting our foot to the pavement and like we're running, right? We're Aries, so yes, a lot of movement. If you didn't, Jesus, the cards, let me tell you, I asked them to be chill and come out quietly. Okay, you get 8 because that's what flew out, and I think that they are all, they're all useful, and they all, yes, okay, we got the 9 of Pentacles here at the bottom. I love this. Okay, oh, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. If you didn't watch my 2022 What's in Store video, go take a look at that, but really what again, that universal theme that we were talking about, I believe it's getting in touch with our spirituality in a deeper way, connecting to it deeper, but also, you know, our relationships and finding peace and finding harmony and finding that balance and trusting where we're it says trust the path. I just need to make a note of that. As I said, literally trust, and it flew out at the same time. Where we're trusting where we're going, what we're doing, and what we're building, right? And sorry, I lost my train of thought and it brought me somewhere else. We're trusting what we're doing. We, you know, are being called on big time, especially this month, to really align ourselves with where we see us going in the future. Really, once and for all, kind of put our money where our mouth is and walk the walk that we've been talking, right? So we have these desires and we have these dreams and we want to make them happen. Then we need to figure out ways to communicate that and ways to bring them from just an idea that's up here into life, right? And that's what's happening this year. We're doing that. We're doing it regardless, not to say we're ready or not, but we are ready. We've been putting ourselves in the position for this all last year and during the pandemic. It was something that, like, now looking back, especially, it's easier to say that as a reader, understanding the energy now that things have passed, that they had to happen that way for us to be in this place today where we are going into this month, because there's a lot that we are learning. Or we have learned, you know, we're learning how to cultivate our abundance and cultivate something in a life that we love, out of love. We are learning how to balance our relationships and have a relationship in our life that is fulfilling and is giving and offers more than, you know, just a commitment in your life, but something that helps you grow and as a support system, you know. I love this. Pay attention to Taurus in your life. This month, earth signs, I feel like they're going to definitely help you bring the stability that you're looking for, especially being, yeah, wow, I love that. Especially being Aries, because I love Aries, because you're so excited about life. You are willing to go out there and try everything, right? You want to start new beginnings. You want to make new friends. You want to, you know, embark on all these creative projects. But sometimes having a little bit of that stability in your life can help you move farther on the things that you've been really working hard to do. So sometimes like an earth sign coming in really helps with that. As a water sign, I'm a Pisces. I love having earth signs in my life. They really do give me a grounded perspective that naturally just doesn't happen. And my Taurus rising loves it. All right, let's dive in, because I'm excited. Like, I mean, I'm not surprised. Your readings are always very full of life, very full of energy. You like to go out there and get it. So let's get after it. We start this month off with the High Priestess. Love her. But that's exactly what I'm talking about when we're talking about relationships, we're talking about balance, we're talking about trusting ourselves and allowing our spirituality and our intuition to guide us through this month of January, right? Where it really is going to be trust where we're going through, trust this journey, trust this path, right? Because like I said, we have the new moon, we have Mercury retrograde, we're in Venus retrograde, where our relationships are kind of getting a makeover right now. We're taking a step back with those as well to really go inside and think about, you know, where we could be unbalanced in our relationships. Do we have toxic traits? Are we, not thinking things through? Are, those types of questions we are thinking about right now. Could we be better partners? Could we be better friends? How can we show our empathy? How can we give some compassion? How could we, quiet our egos and be in our higher selves when it comes to our relationships and it comes to cultivating something that is important to us? The High Priestess, she sits here with one foot over the moon, and that's no longer allowing our fears to lead the way, which you're very good at. But this month especially, because there's a lot of things that are changing and a lot of things are transitioning. So to have that faith and knowing that your fears aren't stopping you and you're going after something, I love that, because next you have judgment and you're being called to answer your higher self, right? That's why she's here. Because when there's the high priestess. She's sitting in between these two pillars, and that's our ego and our higher self. And this is like, she's in the doorway of our next beginning, and she's asking us, are we ready to move forward? Are we ready to, truly trust our knowledge and truly trust our intuition and go after what we know is true for us? And the universe kind of, like double calls on that. You have a big spiritual team around you right now. It's like, are we going to do this? Are you ready to move forward? You asked for this, and I'm ready to take you there, but you got to be willing to go there, right? And that's where this judgment comes in, and it kind of is like this angel coming in to give us this nudge, this push, this insight to move forward into our next chapter of our lives. We have the Page of Swords, and that's learning how to communicate our ideas, learning how to have fun with our ideas, and just getting used to this energy of air, right? Swords are the symbol for communication, logic, thinking, technology, our ideas, what inspires us, bringing our ideas from something that are just kind of like thin air and communicating them in a way that you can bring them into this physical space. And the page is all about learning that. So we're learning that. What we're being called on today is something, or not today, this month has to do with what we're learning. What we're learning about in our dreams and our passions and our aspirations, and how we can communicate them in a new way to bring them in. And we're communicating them. We have the Empress. Well, actually, I love this. We have the Empress, the King of Cups, and the Lovers. So there's a relationship in there could be very much a relationship in our life today, or not to, I keep saying today. This month is already here or is coming in to help us grow. And I feel like I love the Lovers after the King of Cups and the Empress because they make a beautiful couple, honestly. And then we have both of them. They're coming together, two very different energies, right? She's about earth, she's about love, she's about beauty. There's this Venus symbol here. When I see the Empress, she is creating a life she loves out of love to share with those that she loves around her, right? And the King of Cups is creating a life that he loves, filled with beauty, almost kind of like magic, right? Like it's these two opposites of like physical and spiritual that come together to kind of combine and to create something even more beautiful. You have Judgment and the Lovers. They both have angels coming in. It's like this divine intervention this month that's kind of like putting everything on your lap, and it's like, this is what we have for you. This is what you can have in your life. Do you want it? Are you ready for it? And ultimately, yes, because you've been working so hard for this. This is an amazing opportunity to take it, right? Like both of they are in touch with the mystical side of life. She has, these stars on her crown, and that's her connection to the stars in like astrology, otherworldly things. He is literally sitting on a stone throne in the middle of water, and it's like magic. How is he doing these things? And he's all about mystic and connecting to our spiritual selves in a different way. He's water. That's what water's all about. There's this little ship, sorry, I was going to say boat, that works too, in the background, and that's about our desires and going on a journey. Your team, the universe is taking you on a journey this month, and please ride it out. I don't really see like there's anything bad. There is this Knight of Wands here, which is like pay attention for extremes, and you are you're fire sign, so you're excited, right? You see what the universe has to offer you, and you're like, I'm gonna go after it. But I say caution because of the Mercury retrograde, and because nights are about extremes. They don't think things through all the way, and that's where I think this page comes in play too. When we're talking about communication and the way that we want to achieve our dreams, we're still learning how to communicate that properly. So take the time, be patient with yourself this month, but there's going to be all these things in your way or coming in to show us the way. And so don't doubt that, again, don't doubt, trust your path, right? Where you're going, because at the end here, we have the world. And this is about going through a journey and reaching a completion. So you're really going on like, not a roller coaster, but you're like coming up, like, right? Like, I'm coming up. That says out, but I'm saying up, I want the world to know that I let it. Yeah, that's for 1444, as I said that. On the dot. Love it. And it's about, she's in this circle, she's in this wreath, and that wreath signals like healing in your heart chakra. And there's this being in the middle, and that's you authentically just in the elements, and you're using your magic, your power, your energy to create the life that you want. You've taken the time to learn about how to communicate, or about how to be creative, to be in touch with your emotions, how to, be disciplined and create stability in your life, and you're doing it. You're working all together in harmony, right? Balance and harmony. And when you do that, you can be this Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Cups in the Star. Girly pop. January is a great month. What can I even say? And we have trust your path here. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? You're supported. High Priestess, Judgment, the Empress, King of Cups, the World, the Lovers. You're supported. So knowing that you have this support, what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to build? What do you want to do with this year? We're at the beginning. We're at a new cycle. We're at a new beginning. And everything is kind of in your hands, right? I love this. Moving into our love reading, we have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So with this passion, we have the Five of Cups in reverse. So the Five of Cups being that we're not holding on to grief, we're not holding on to heartache, we're not holding on to past relationships that have failed. We're allowing ourselves to be open. We're allowing ourselves to see the beauty that we have in our life and to allow others to bring up more into ours. And this passion that we're feeling, I love it because you're fire, right? So you have passion just like in you. But I will say with this Mercury retrograde, it's never really a great time to get in relationships while there's a Mercury retrograde. So there might be somebody that comes in, and before you make anything like official, just wait it out. Let it grow naturally. Allow each other to connect, to build, to find that balance before you put pressure of anything else. Because if it is something that you feel is, or you feel that this is for you, give it the time. Allow it to be special. Allow it to grow in its own, and just ride it out. Trust the journey and trust the path, because it's going to happen very soon. This person is coming into your life, right? When we're to say earth sign, water sign, maybe even some fire. I mean, honestly, all elements are here. So I'm sorry, but I don't think it's going to be somebody that you expect right away. Honestly, this is clearly decide what you want, so it comes to you now. And we have the Empress, and that's why I talked about the Empress earlier, because she pops up twice. So decide what you love, so you can create the life you love with somebody you love, right? And you can share it together, and you can have this full feeling life. It's attainable this year, I promise. And then we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking will bring you romance. Yeah, and faith will bring you romance. And we have the Hermit. So stay positive, go within, right? We have this Mercury retrograde going on, which is literally like the Hermit. It's going within to find your light, to find your purpose, to move forward. So when you feel like you doubt it, or you feel like maybe it's not for you, go within. Go within, be the support and the stability that you need to trust what's going on and to trust what the universe is doing for you. Oh my God, Aries, I'm so excited. Now we're going to get into our affirmation. If you would like to know more about me and what I have going on, you can check out ashleyrose.com or follow me on Instagram. That's Ashley Rose Tarot. The links are in the description. All right, here we go. Oh! I like this. I'm in awe of the magnificent abundance that's available to me. For real. I'm in awe of this reading, of what is available to you this week. You have intuition, or not this week, this month, but you have like connection to your higher self. You have abundance, you have beauty, you have love, you have relationships, you have, the universe calling on you to follow your passions and pursue your dreams. I am literally in awe. So I hope you're in awe of yourself too, because you have the ability to create some amazing things this month and to be a part of some amazing things the rest of the year, right? It's the first of the month. It's like the first day, or it's January. It's like the first day of the month, we're the first month of the year, where the seeds that you plant this month will really grow. So what are you planting? Because you have, I said a magnificent abundance, but of the magnificent guidance that's available to me. That's great too, because there's a lot of guidance. High Priestess, Judgment, Page of Swords, literally all these cards, all of them are guiding you. So where are you gonna go? All right, I love you guys. That's where I'm going to leave it. I can't wait to see what January has in store for you. I hope you have a good rest of your month, and I will see you in the daily tarot readings.